When should you disconnect from people on LinkedIn? Hi, I'm Allison Johs, president of Legal Ease Consulting, where I help lawyers create more productive, more profitable, and more enjoyable law practices. I'm also one of the authors of the book, Make LinkedIn Work for You. In my last video, I suggested that you should think twice before disconnecting from people on LinkedIn. And when I posted that video, I got a lot of feedback, including feedback from a fellow marketer who totally disagreed with me and said that they regularly review their LinkedIn connections and eliminate people who either aren't active on LinkedIn or who haven't taken that connection beyond the initial invitation and acceptance. And that strategy may work very well for them based on their purpose and their strategy for using LinkedIn, and also maybe based on how liberal they are with accepting invitations to connect in the first place. But it may not be the right strategy for everyone. For example, just because someone is not active on LinkedIn doesn't necessarily mean that they're not looking at LinkedIn and seeing what you post, which may bring business in the future. So when do I think you should disconnect from people on LinkedIn? First of all, feel free to disconnect from anybody who is acting unethically or inappropriately or doing things that really make you uncomfortable, whether those are on LinkedIn or elsewhere. Second of all, you might consider disconnecting with some people on LinkedIn if you're bumping up against LinkedIn's limits for connections. You may want to eliminate some people that you think are less relevant so you can add more relevant connections. But for most of you, that's probably not going to be an issue since LinkedIn's limit for connections is 30,000 people. Finally, you might consider disconnecting from some people if you have a lot of people that you really feel are irrelevant to your business in your connections, because LinkedIn, part of their algorithm is looking at who you're connected to decide who to feed your content to. And if you have a lot of connections that aren't relevant or who your content isn't relevant to, you're going to have less engagement because they won't be interested in your content. But if you're not sure if you want to disconnect, there is another option, and I will talk to you about that in a future video. Again, I'm Allison Johs from Legal Ease Consulting. You can get Make LinkedIn Work for You on Amazon, or if you want more personalized help with LinkedIn, please feel free to contact me.